So I've been doing this healing work for a very long time now, since 2015. And it started off with food because there was a way to control, for example, candida symptoms, irritable bowel syndrome symptoms, or any like gut or autoimmune symptoms. There was a way to help you heal through nutrition. And although that's really important, people with long-term symptoms who have already done the diet and it helps them, you're looking for, a way to be emotionally free and also to like heal the root so that you have a healthier relationship with, in general, healthier relationships with yourself, with food, with everything. So I thought I'd work backwards here because my older videos explain like, a lot of feeling, healing, emotional healing, and that is like one of the keys. But I think that healing your emotions through your body, healing core wounds, and healing the traumatic relationship dynamics are the absolute key to healing. So I'm gonna just, throughout my videos, I'm just gonna explain like sections at a time, so that it starts to just make sense, But I mean, when we heal trauma, we heal our body. When we align our soul, we awaken our soul, we let go of like the stress that's like affecting our nervous system, that's affecting like the way that we relate to ourselves and to people. Because the thing is, if you're like constantly shaming yourself and constantly shaming others, or living in a sea of invalidation, or like fear of rejection, or like just being insecure in your attachments and relationships, that is constant subconscious and conscious stress. When we don't have these safe relationships, when we live with that amount of toxic shame, we are going to live with constant and chronic stress. So it's so important to heal. It's so important to be in touch with ourselves. Like, how do we heal if we do not connect with ourselves? How do we heal if we are just out of our bodies? So it's so important that there's so many different pieces that we have to do to heal. And that these pieces end up being fragmented in the first place is because of trauma, trying to like survive the moment of trauma. So the first section of one of my courses, which is Healing CPTSD and Codependency After Narcissistic Abuse, is all about relational and mindfulness psychology and embodiment. So I'm going to read you off the first 4 videos here. Is like healing your soul and body through healing relationships. You have to heal your relationships. And this doesn't mean that you end up having the perfect relationships, but it means that you heal the relationship within yourself, and then you know how to respond differently in relationships instead of being reactive or living in a state of defense, or living in a state of attack, or living in a state of being attacked, or living in a state of feeling victimized because of all those unsafe relational dynamics due to long-term narcissistic abuse. Any and every problem you have is a relationship problem. So healing your relationships within yourself is going to help you relationally engage differently in your life, which changes everything. Knowing how to heal with your emotional triggers. So when we've been attacked, or when we have shame, or when we have a lot of these wounds, we get triggered really easily. And it's really about healing the triggers. People get triggered all the time. So you can get triggered for the rest of your life, but never actually heal. How to dissolve and heal those triggers are really important. And embodied healing is key. It's not about being up here, but it's about being through. It's healing is a through, and it's an embodied process.